Welcome back. So, we're trying to figure out this puzzle here. There's a weird little funnel looking guy here. And a big honeybee that comes flying over once we rustle these leaves. It's not quite a bee, I guess. Bees tend to drink from flowers. This thing's drinking from a leaf. Now it's dribbling stuff everywhere. Perhaps I should guide it into that funnel. Well, there's a creature card for it anyway. I'll get there eventually. It is a bit rude disturbing people in their natural habitat like this, and knocking them out of their little leaf home. So I finally figured it out there. This little funnel is actually some kind of a snail. And he seems to enjoy vomit. I'm not gonna judge. Well, the bees vomited up all of the plant stuff. He's drunk now. But that little snail seems to be still slightly thirsty, so let's go through this whole process again. It almost seems to be intoxicated. I wonder what kind of a plant this is. Or perhaps it's just specific to this creature's biology that it gets high off the juices of this leaf. There we go, we've got another creature card. And off goes the little snail. Just having a little poke around to see if I've missed anything, but I don't think I have. So off we go. It did take me a minute to figure this puzzle out. So I want that trumpet thing up there, and pulling this guy down reveals him but does not reveal the way to get him down. And clicking on the snail makes bubbles. So I have to put 2 and 2 together, or just walk away completely. I'll figure it out eventually. Nice to check the map once in a while. It is easy to get lost in this place. So here we found a little guy fishing. There are flying fish flying in and out of the branches of this tree. And he wants a little worm so he can catch one. This guy won't do. These things are just delightful, singing an adorable little song. So this here is another puzzle. There's little cups of water. And I decided to have a look at the creature card for this dude, because he's just so cute. We'll come back to that. It's a Zoidberg. So he didn't seem very happy there. does feel a bit threatened. He's actually knocked us out of a tree and down here. But that's okay, it's where we wanted to go. So we need to solve this puzzle now. So this top cup here actually continually fills up with water. I'm not sure where that comes from. But we need to move these bottom cups in such a way that the water splashes on exactly the right place. And it's a bit tricky. It's a bit of trial and error, but I get there eventually. I just gave our little protagonist a shower. Sorry about that, guys. As the water drops on the branch, it does start growing little shoots. That would seem to be the point. After all, life cannot exist without water. In our world and seemingly theirs as well. I just don't seem to be able to get it, do I? I promise I do get there eventually. It's... sometimes the puzzles can be just a little bit obscure, like not really obvious what you're supposed to do. I suppose that's kind of the nature of being a puzzle, but... yes, as I recall, I did actually just look up the solution. But I do that a lot with point and click games. Because why not? It's just a game. Cheating is fine. I tell myself. I mean, sometimes I think that I just don't have the right kind of brain for these puzzles. Because it really does... like, watching it back, I can see myself doing the same thing a few times. And, you know, try something different. Try and be logical. I don't have a logical brain. And there we go. We've grown another cup. Which we can climb up, but I don't think I got that straight away. So, we'll go visit somewhere else. Ah, there's one of the little children that we're looking for. You little scamp, you need to get back to your parent. A little bit too far out to reach. I'm not quite sure what that was. That was like the Force or something. There we go. Springy mushroom saves the day. Ah, he's gonna guide us up here. There's one of the children rescued. 2 more to go. There really wasn't any need to bother him again, but I was just amusing myself. So you can actually get a creature card here. I don't believe I got it last time. To click on this little bee a few times. And then click on this leaf. It can be a bit tricky figuring out how to unlock these creature cards. And there usually isn't any reason to, really. So I just timed that just right. Managed to get the bee swallowed up by that little leaf mimic, I suppose that is. I got the creature card. And there's one of the children reunited with their parents there. It's nice to see. It really can be quite confusing as to where you have to go on this map. It's not even the most complicated map as well. There are more maze-like levels to come. So you can just see in the distance there, just a tiny little worm. And he really doesn't want to let go of that. Just gotta pull hard enough. There's the worm we need for that little fisher. There you go, little buddy. You got yourself a bait. Oops. That's a slightly bigger bait than he wanted, I think. Okay, now we have this guy. What could he be used for? Oh! He has now tamed the fish. I see. It works like a little pair of scissors. So what could we use a little pair of scissors on? There's another creature card. This guy has impossibly long wings. Not quite sure why he would need those. Aha! There's something that could possibly be used with these scissors. Let's cut this guy down. Not sure why we're doing that. Feels a bit mean, honestly. But I think if we'd tried to gone past him without cutting him down, then he probably would have attacked us. We have some little sheep seeds. I don't know. They're very sheep-like. They're absolutely adorable, really. There we go. Child number 2 for the little chestnut family. Just double checking that there's nothing over there that I can interact with, but that's it for that level. Just playing with this guy again. I wasn't expecting that. There's a cute little shrew guy in here with his little hoard of fruits. Oh, that's got to hurt. Perhaps we shouldn't bother this guy anymore. I don't think the pain was worth it to unlock that creature card. So let's finally solve this puzzle. He's shooting out bubbles. Perhaps what we need is a really big bubble. There we go. And that woke him up. Didn't quite jolt enough to get this guy to fall down though. Perhaps we need a slightly bigger pop. There we go. Now we've got ourselves a little trumpet-faced creature. And just one more for the road. So we should be able to cross here and use this trumpet to scare away this beetle that's come down. Oh, there we go. And he can go run off back to his own territory. Now these guys are cute. Look at this. These cute pig things. I don't know what they are. They're pretty adorable though. There we go. We can knock some seeds out of the branches for it. I really wasn't expecting that, but yes, I guess they are pigs after all. They ate one of the children. Why would you do that? There's another old grandpa seed who's going to tell us another story. So what we've seen so far from the stories that he has been telling us is life came from the sky, from shooting stars, I believe it was, and that seeded life on whatever planet this is. And he's telling us of one of those big black spidery creatures who's come and destroyed it, and it kind of looked like that's happened in the past, even though it's happening again. And you do kind of wonder, maybe this is just some kind of metaphor, an analogy perhaps for summer and winter. You know, the stars being the sunlight bringing the life to the ground, letting the plants spring out of the ground, and then this black creature being the winter darkness that actually causes things to die. It's a possibility. It could be a literal in-universe event, for all I know. So I'm just having a good look around now to see if I've missed anything. We should go back and say hello to this family. Make sure they're happy and they don't need anything else from us. And they're going to give us a lift on their little elevator thing. And next time, we'll explore all of these little domiciles that we just got a glimpse of, and see what the inhabitants require of us.